Hey there, it's Christina Johnson here, transformational nutrition coach and owner of Christina Johnson Wellness. And today I want to talk about some of the reasons why all of those diets that are so restrictive just don't work. They are not the best way to approach weight loss. And for many people, they can actually cause more harm than good. So I want to go over the reasons why that is, and then also look at what we can do instead to lose weight in a healthier, more sustainable way. And this topic has been on my mind because I've just been talking with a lot of people lately who are really coming to me with this mindset that I have to eat less in order to lose weight. And while there's some truth to that, it tends to get kind of extreme because then people start to think, well, I'm eating healthier and I'm losing weight, so if I just eat even less, then I'll lose weight even faster. Or, a lot of people I've been talking with are trying intermittent fasting. They're skipping breakfast or waiting a lot longer between meals so that they can try and lose weight easier. And, it's completely understandable that we have this mindset because most diets are based on this premise that you have to eat less calories, less carbs, less points, and then you will lose weight. But these diets are really missing the overall big picture because it is not just about eating less. I actually was talking with someone today it's someone that I'm working with, and she's like, I finally see that it's not just about calories in and calories out. She was really not giving enough credit to the role that stress and other factors were playing in her ability to lose weight. So there are so many things at play other than if you're just cutting back calories. So I really want to take a look at this idea of restrictive diets and why that just isn't a great idea. So I will start getting into those reasons, but I am curious, let me know in the comments if you've ever had that mindset where I just need to eat less and then I'll be able to lose weight. Let me know, and then let me know if that's ever backfired for you. Just even click the like button if you can relate at all, or put something in the comments for me. So let's go ahead and look at the reasons why restrictive diets don't usually work. So number one, the first reason that I have here is that when you restrict too much, it can actually lead to binging. So it's natural human behavior when we're told that there's something we can't have, or when we need to really cut back, we tend to just rebel against those rules. And so the longer we restrict ourselves, the longer that we are only having, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 calories, it's like this pressure builds up within you and all of a sudden you just burst. And then when you start eating more, it's not like we eat just a little bit more, but all that pressure just leads to overeating. So we eat way more than we would have in the first place if we had just been a little less restrictive. So that's one of the first problems. The second one is that if you are restricting or cutting calories and significantly eating a lot less food, you are going to be hungry. And here's the thing I was talking about with another woman today is that your body needs energy and fuel from food to survive. So if you are not giving your body the fuel it needs to do everyday processes and bodily functions, then your body's going to release ghrelin, which is a hunger hormone, and that's going to send signals to your brain that it's time to eat. This is a normal process so that your body gets enough food. So you're cutting back calories significantly, but your body is just telling you, you need to eat, you need to eat. Not only that, but your brain then is starting to be more on the lookout for food. I mean, have you ever noticed this when you're on a diet, you're hungry all the time, and all of a sudden you notice every single food commercial on TV, or all of a sudden you're paying attention to all the billboards on the side of the road that are advertising food. It's like when we're that hungry, your body is just in brain is trying to get your attention and get you to eat. So again, we can kind of white knuckle our way through that for a while, but eventually it just makes it really hard to stick with that restriction, and then we go off, to the other end of the spectrum and eat way more than we need to. Okay, the third reason why restrictive diets don't usually work is that they can have a negative impact on your metabolism. So your pathways for metabolism require certain key nutrients in order for your metabolism to function and to thrive. And so often when we're on these low calorie diets, we're not getting all these important nutrients that your metabolism actually needs. So your metabolism starts to become a little sluggish. And then in addition, when your metabolism starts to become sluggish, you feel more tired and sluggish yourself. It can compromise your immune system, your digestive system. You're not going to feel as motivated to work out and to exercise when you're just kind of feeling run down like this. And then also, I mean, your body will get used to that lower amount of food. And so then all of a sudden your body's just gonna learn to deal with only 1,100, 1,200 calories. And then that's what you're gonna have to continue in order to maintain, any weight loss you're seeing. So these restrictive diets, I mean, it's so common, for anyone who's been on 1, 2, 3, 4 different diets, that it really can impact our metabolism. Now, I'm not saying that all is lost. We can definitely repair things and get our body into a better metabolic state, but we can't do that by continuing to restrict. Okay, the fourth reason why these restrictive diets don't often work, and I have seen this with so many people, is that when we're restricting ourselves so much and we're in that, like, I can't have this mindset and mentality, then we start to feel more out of control around food. And because, like I mentioned before, we're thinking about food more often, we're wanting to eat it, but we think we can't have it. There's all this like inner turmoil going on. And it does lead to this place where we just want to eat anything in sight. And, I think a lot of people can relate to that. And then lastly, the other reason is that when we're on, all these restrictive diets, our body starts to go into survival mode because your body can't tell the difference between starvation done on purpose because you're cutting back calories and exercising more, and starvation from something serious like a famine. And so either way, when your body gets the sense that food is scarce, that you're not eating often enough, that you're not getting enough to eat, then your body will go into starvation mode. And what that means is that you're going to hang on to every single calorie that you intake. So your body's not going to want to burn fat because it thinks that food is scarce. So it's going to hang on to everything. And that is really going to make it challenging to lose weight. And so I know it sounds so counterintuitive, but I cannot tell you the number of clients that I work with when we actually get them to increase the amount of food that they're eating or increase how often they are eating. And it takes the body a little bit to adjust, but we need to get that metabolism going. We need to get our body out of starvation mode and let our body know that it is actually quite safe to lose weight. And it's not going to do that when we are in this constant restrictive mode. So, all of these reasons are just, it's just reasons why we can't keep doing what's not working. And so we need to find a different way to approach losing weight in a healthy, sustainable way. And so here is what I recommend. It's actually kind of a multi-step process. And what I recommend starting with is, first, we need to focus less on how much we're eating. So don't be so focused on cutting back calories, cutting back carbs, cutting back points. Instead, focus on eating good, healthy, nutrient-dense foods. So we're focusing less on the quantity and focusing more on the quality. And when you do this, you're going to be eating foods that give your body the nutrients you need for your metabolism to work, for you to feel healthy and to have energy, and that's what we want. Then once you are, eating those real healthy foods, we want to make sure that your meals are well balanced. So I, have a blood sugar balancing plate that I recommend where you are eating enough food and eating the right balance of nutrients so that you feel full and satisfied for at least 3, 4, 5 hours. So that's the goal, is that you eat well so that you aren't thinking about food all the time. You're not having cravings. You're not constantly searching for something to eat because you're hungry. And your body knows and can trust that food will be coming in the future. So it doesn't have to hang on to every single calorie that you eat, but it can start using them and burning them and allowing your body to lose weight. And then once you figure out, what you're eating and having good balanced meals, then the next step that I use when I'm working with people is addressing the amount of food that you're eating. But I never, ever, ever have anyone count calories. Instead, we use the body's hunger signals. So, of course, if you're eating too much of anything, even if you're eating too much of a healthy food, and that can lead to weight gain. And so we do need to be mindful of the amounts we're eating, but it's not the top priority. The top priority is nourishing your body well, giving your body all the nutrients it needs, and then looking at, okay, does the amount you're eating need to be adjusted based on your body's hunger signals, not based on somebody else who told you that you have to eat only 1,200 calories to lose weight. That's not what we're going for. We're not looking for someone else to tell you that this is the way it's going to work for you. Instead, we need to listen to your body and figure out, what does your body need based on your gender, your age, your activity level. What do you need in order to have energy and to thrive and to be able to reach that healthy weight? And then lastly, what also needs to happen when we are working on losing weight is actually getting to the real reasons why the weight is there in the first place. So again, when we're just cutting back calories, that's not addressing any of the underlying issues. That's not getting to food sensitivities, inflammation, toxins, emotional eating. That's just, it's just covering up the problem. And so we need to actually look at, what are the things that are stopping you from losing weight, that are causing you to gain weight, or that are making it difficult to take it off. And I can tell you, I've got many different clients in my Total Body Reset program, and with each of them, we have to take a slightly different approach because it's not the same underlying reason for every single person. Now, there are a lot of common patterns and themes and places that we can start, but again, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. So that is what I recommend when you're wanting to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way. It's setting aside the idea that you need to eat less and you need to re-nourish and refuel your body so that your body trusts that it's safe to let go of that extra weight. So if you are interested in this topic, I have a free workshop that I'm doing next Monday night, April 19th at 7 p.m. Central Time. And in that workshop, I'm going to dive deeper into some of the most common underlying reasons that are stopping you from losing weight. It is really important to get clear on why it's hard to lose weight, because when you know what's the problem, then you can fix it. So we'll look at 5 of those common reasons in this workshop, and then I'm going to go deeper into my process for jumpstarting weight loss. It is hands down my favorite way to jumpstart weight loss, and that's by doing a clean eating detox. This is something that started my own health and weight loss journey about 11 years ago now, and it is just so powerful because it's a completely different way of thinking about food. And it's just amazing to me. Every time people go through it, I get comments about how surprised people are that they can lose weight without counting calories, without feeling hungry, and with eating good food. So I'd love for you to join me at this workshop. I will go through all the details of everything that you need to know to really jumpstart weight loss in a healthy way. So I will put in the comments the link to save your spot in that workshop, but it's just at www.ChristinaJohnsonWellness.com/jumpstart. So go there, you can save your seat in the workshop, and then I will email you the link to join us next Monday night. So I hope you can join us for that. It's on Zoom, so we can actually see each other, which is nice to be able to interact and answer your questions. And yeah, if you have any questions about that, just let me know. Okay, so let me know in the comments if any of these problems with restrictive dieting have been a problem for you before. If you've ever noticed your metabolism slowing down or feeling more out of control around food or any of the other reasons. I would love to hear any feedback that you have on how restrictive dieting has been an issue for you. And thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have questions, put them in the comments, and I will see you again next week.